Oh, my ears look good.
Bloopers. Got an Uber to get some groceries and we saw this cute little bar to stop at, but you have to order food in order to order a drink. On this week's episode, we're tasting new things. You ready for this?
No. It's a little salty.
Before setting sail for Shelter Island, New York. Good luck on your first cruising adventure.
Thank you.
Tara is off on her first cruising adventure without us. We're splitting up to see all the sights, and you're coming along for the ride.
Greenport Chicken and Q.
Come see what this town is all about. Oil changes are pretty easy on this boat. Then we'll get into a little maintenance. Are we gonna go check out the town a little bit? Shelter Island is exactly how it sounds, a sheltered island. And we're off to a local brewery before sailing on. Have a good time with it. Now we're moving on to the freezer. So I start at the top, work my way down. Ready to have some fun? And there's a lot of it. Welcome to Lazy Gecko Sailing. Looking for something exciting, free, and real? If so, you found the right place. Meet Calypso, our floating home.
It's not working.
We're sailing her all over and taking you for the ride. Please click on subscribe so you don't miss any of the fun. Here he comes. Hi, yes, so what would you like? Have you looked at the menu?
I haven't. What is the one beer that you have on top? The far left one.
Blue Point Toasted Lager. We have a Stella that's like...
Yeah, I'll do the Stella.
Okay, so we wanted to sit down and have a drink at this sweet little spot, but you had to order food. So we were like, what's the cheapest thing on the menu? And they said an oyster for $3. We don't like oysters, but Tara said she'd take one for the team and try the oyster. So that's what we're gonna do.
Some more to
one
come.
oyster. So we'll be sure to get that on video. But hey, we got a nice spot to have a beer or a drink. Thank you. And then we heard you had to order food.
Yeah, so you can order fries, garlic bread, or something like that.
Can we do one oyster?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Cheers.
Here you go.
Strong made strong cheesecakes with their one oyster.
We just want beer.
And
And vodka.
This is not water. You ready for this?
No.
Do you want to do it before or after your beer?
I have to take a drink of beer, eat it, and then chase it with beer. It's
Oh,
like it's like a shot, I think.
Like a shot.
Do I have to get it like all loose with my fingers
Ew.
first?
Do you want the silverware?
Maybe.
Just get your fingers in there.
I need a bath after this. Oh wait, no, it's already loosened up. I
Oh.
just have to slurp it down.
Whenever you're ready, nobody's watching. Oh, you swallowed it. You didn't even taste it.
Oh, I tasted it.
Is it gritty?
No, it wasn't gritty. It was just slimy.
Thank you for taking one for the team.
You're welcome.
Now-
Cheers.
Cheers. Now we can enjoy the view. If this looks familiar, it's because we're at the same bar Jeremiah and I visited last week. This place is awesome. I had to bring Tara before we depart tomorrow morning.
And you gotta hold it in with us. So it
Good
doesn't
luck
get
on your
in.
first cruising adventure.
Ah, thank you.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to the brewery.
How are you gonna get there?
By ferry.
There you go.
Ready?
Enjoy.
Thank you. I'll bring back some brewery brews too.
There you go.
Bye, guys.
I'll be gone for a little while.
Yeah.
Nana T is going off on her first cruising adventure without us. She's gonna go figure it out. So we came into Shelter Island. We pulled in this morning, picked up a ball, and I saw that there was a brewery and a grocery store, and she enjoys breweries and running. So she's gonna,
Run to the brewery at the same time.
yeah, she'll run to the brewery. But it was a little bit challenging to get there. You had to take a ferry. So we found a dinghy dock near the ferry station, and then she can hop on a ferry, go over to the other side of Shelter Island and take a little run to the brewery and get some groceries. Daddy just went to drop her off and we're enjoying lunch on the bow together. How is it?
Good.
Good.
A little dirty around the edges.
Really?
Yeah, a little grub around the edge.
We need to clip the wash down, Daddy.
Yeah.
Now if you could just land that when I'm on the dinghy.
I could. You're just sitting here. I can do it. I'm gonna do it loose.
I have a cocktail in my hand and I just get full service.
I thought you were telling me you have one in your hand right now. I was like, what the heck?
How was it over there?
That was good. I just dropped her off at the dock and then said members only, but she said you called. So.
Yeah, they said it was fine.
The yacht club?
Yeah.
Cool.
Think she'll enjoy that brewery?
Yeah, I think she'll have a fun time. She's out there, she's single and ready to mingle. Going on the ferry over to the yacht club or to the brewery. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Maybe we'll go there later.
Took the ferry over to the Greenport Harbor Brewing Company, and I'm looking forward to having a beer and some lunch.
The sun is shining for the first day in a long time. It's actually a little warm. Time to lose some clothing.
This engine burns a little bit more. The other one doesn't really burn any oil, it seems, but this one likes to eat a little bit, and it's been getting a little bit low. It's not super low or anything, but we're going to go on a pretty big passage tomorrow, so. But let me check it first.
It's warm in here.
Oh, be careful. Oh, oh. Yeah, well, we ran it.
It's like halfway between add and full.
No, it's a little bit low. So I'm going to put a little bit in.
All right.
I like to keep it halfway between add and full.
So the brewery is right next to the old Greenport jail. And now it's turned into a museum.
While Tara enjoys the town and while Reese naps, we'll get Calypso ready for tomorrow's passage. Oil changes are pretty easy on this boat.
No, it's not an oil change.
I mean, you know, just doing anything with the engine.
So the brewery didn't serve food, so I came to this cute little place called Greenport Chicken and Q, Carolina style barbecue, and collard greens.
Still at it. The starboard engine needs a little bit of oil. Let's get her topped off. Who was the last one to tighten it?
The guy.
Oh boy. Last time we got an oil change, it was in Annapolis. Only time we've ever paid somebody to do an oil change because we felt really overwhelmed with boat projects and video stuff. So we were like, you know what, we'll just get somebody in here to do an easy, quick job. They came in, they did the job all right, and I think they charged us $800. Am I right?
Ridiculous, yeah. It was like, no, it's like $1,000.
Okay, $1,000 for an oil change on each engine. It was insane. They were charging for right down to the rags. What are those called? Diapers?
Yeah.
Right down to the diapers. If they used one diaper, they counted that as a whole roll, and then they took the roll. They charged for 2 people when the one guy was a trainee and didn't even know what he was doing. Jeremiah had to come in and check his work. The other guy broke a little screw on our engine, right?
Mm-hmm. That it shouldn't even touched.
Yeah, it broke a screw, so it was just like something that was supposed to be an easy, quick stress reliever became like...
It delayed us 4 days.
It delayed us 4 days. It turned into an all-day project. We haven't done an oil change since then. We don't need to. We're just adding a little bit of oil because we are making a hop from Shelter Island, where we are now, all the way down the sound to, I think, Port Washington? Maybe?
Well, yeah, something like that.
One of those. Port Jefferson or Port Washington. We got to make it to New York in about 5, no, I think we have 4 days to make it to New York. We have a reservation there.
New York City.
New York City. We have a reservation there at the Liberty Landing to get boat work done with Hurricane Pete. He's going to do some gel coat repair from our hit and run. So we're going to do 2 long hops. We like to just check the oil to make sure everything's all good. We are adding some oil. We're going to go on a pretty big passage tomorrow. It's getting a little low, so we're going to add some oil. And I asked the captain if he'd like my help, but I think I'm just distracting him.
Normally, whenever I'm checking the engine, I'll just come check the belt, make sure it's tight. I'll check the antifreeze, make sure it's at the right levels, and then I'll check the oil. And then I'll just basically look around, make sure the transmission looks okay. There's no leaks, anything look out of place. Make sure the linkage is all hooked up right, and that's it.
Are we gonna go check out the town a little bit?
Yeah.
I don't think it's too big. We have an option to take a ferry like Tara did across to Greenport, or we can just hang out around here.
Whatever you want to do. What are you gonna do now? You gonna lay out?
Yeah. Bikini addiction, blue bikini. Love blue bikini too, my favorite color. Looks great with blonde hair. There you go. Bikini's on and ready. I gotta tan my ass. I put up these sweet Halloween decorations. I got spiders all over. Yeah, little pumpkin faces. It's been cold, so it was very nice to soak up some sun, even if it wasn't a lot of sun. It's a little bit cold. I'm just so eager to get a bikini on.
Cool.
Yeah. What's up? Trying to use our new camera? Our new old camera? We're having a little bit of an audio problem with our main camera. I have a backup camera, but it's very, very touchy when you film. So you can film and it can be like a whole waste of filming, which can be a little upsetting. Jeremiah's trying to work it out now to try to fix that problem so we can use it. Here it is. Coming right in between your legs. Oh, you brought it up, never mind.
Just taking pictures.
Look at that sock. Dang.
Hi there.
Peace. I got some groceries for you. I'm doing the cheap way to you.
Around that way, or does it matter?
Just put that hole for there and then
Wait, yeah, that's right.
go up. Yeah. Go across from there. And go that way.
Nope, that's not it, is it? Nope, backwards.
While Tara teaches Reese, we're teaching her about boating, like how to tie knots. She's working on it. How was it?
It was good. It was a cute little town. I got some alphabet cereal to teach Reese, and then realized when I was on the ferry that it expired in December of 2019 after I walked all that way. So
Oh
I'm gonna have to call IGA and be like, what the heck? But other than that, it was great.
How much was the ferry?
Only $2 one way.
And you found some beer.
Oh, I did. I found beer. No Red Bull, but hopefully you guys will find that out on your trip. Yeah, I carried that a little ways, but
There you go.
it'll be worth it. It'll make the drinking of beer even more.
Did you enjoy your first excursion?
I did. It was fun.
Shelter Island is exactly how it sounds, a sheltered island. They don't do Uber here. They don't have like a taxi service. So we walked into the little town area from our dinghy dock. There wasn't a whole lot there. So now we're walking into, I think, the main town area, or at least some restaurants. We're gonna grab a bite to eat, hopefully a drink, maybe get a couple groceries on the way back, and have a good time with it. I got my walking buddy. He keeps me safe. He holds my hand. He tells me when to move over. Says, don't move, a car's gonna hit you. I'm like, all right, don't wanna die.
Watch your ass.
Oh, and he watches my ass. I think that's why he stays behind me. So we found this sweet brewery walking on Shelter Island, and then right next to it is a Mexican food kitchen. So I'm gonna order some food from there while we have some drinks at the brewery. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. And Tara's been searching for Red Bulls. I found some of those in this little Mexican shop. Shelter Island is a nice little town in New York. Jeremiah and I walked around for a bit before ending up at this local spot to enjoy some lunch and beers. I'll do the California wrap, no tomatoes.
What's your strategy?
Oh, what's strategy?
Yeah, like how are you gonna go about destroying my army?
My Marines are the destroyer. Look how much I have.
So it's by sheer force. You got so much power over there.
Yeah.
We're pulling into New York soon, so it was time to prepare for a provision. This is great because as I'm emptying out the fridge, I look at the dates of stuff and I sort what I need to throw out, what I need to buy, and what we need more of, I guess you could say. And I'm doing a grocery delivery service, so I'll take a note on my phone, write it down, and add it to my grocery list. So far it's sour cream, pickles, because we have 2 pickle lovers here. We don't even need more, I'm just worried about not having them. And then yogurt, coconut milk yogurt. We just finished the fridge and now we're moving on to the freezer. It's the fun part because you know, well you know, she doesn't know. So I start at the top, work my way down, and there's a lot of it. Coming soon on the Lazy Geckos. The trickiest part about the freezer, somebody has to go in head first.
How is it in there?
Go back to sleep? Yeah.
Like this. Do you know how to get out of this if you needed to?
That is gross. My favorite part was probably the stripper pole.
Put your butt, put it right under your butt.
Pretty yucky day to come back into New York.
I'm not talking either. We traded in our other cameras today.
What are you doing?
You see him glowing?
Yeah.
The thing is, there's no power to this at all right now.
Tell the story.
Well, so they say that when you anchor off of Hart Island, lights will flicker on your boat.
Times Square feels really good.
Yeah.
I just upset the captain.
I'm sorry for upsetting you.
At 5 knots.
Well, let's sit down and we can talk about it. Want more? Check us out at lazygeckos.net. Remember, patrons can get complimentary access. You can also visit our Vimeo channel. The link is below. Don't forget to click subscribe to get all of the fun. See you next week.